Hello, Mr. Melo here, your online math teacher, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing my video series on Excel tips, so if you find this video helpful, consider subscribing and liking. Let's go. So today I'm going to show you how to find the median of a data set in Excel. So you can see here I have some heights of boys in a class and some heights of girls in a class. Both are in inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you might go about finding the median. All these methods are going to involve using the function. If you want to use any function like median, average, anything in Excel, you always need to start with an equal sign. So you click on in the cell that you want to put your function in. I'll hit equal. Then I want median. So a lot of time the functions, you can just start typing the word and Excel already knows what you want. So I can either type this word in full or I double clicked it a lot of time. And then Excel will actually give you a prompt on what you want to do. So you can either put in numbers individually or select an entire array at once. So say I want to put the boys' median height. Since it's a short list here, the easiest way for me to do that is probably to click on this first cell at 2, drag down until I've highlighted A2 to A11. And you can see A2 to A11 is now written inside of median. So I'm going to close that with a parentheses and hit enter. And now I have the median for the boys' heights. Similarly, if I wanted to do the girls' heights, I could start typing median. But maybe I don't want to click and drag. I can always type something in manually. So my girls' heights start in B2. So I'll go B2. Then, if I want that entire array from B2 to B12, you need to put a colon next. So you'll put a colon to signify this is an array. So I'll go B2 to B12, and you should then see all the data you want to find the median with highlighted. I'll close it off with a parenthesis, and then I will hit enter. Now, other ways you could have done this, if you would just have a ton of data, you could say I'm going to type median, and instead of highlighting just the specific values, Excel does let you highlight an entire column, and it's usually going to come back fine. So you could do that. You could also add in individual values. So I mentioned when I did this before, if I want an entire array, I used that colon sign after I put in, say, B2 for girls. But you'll notice how there's a bunch of commas here as far as what Excel recommends. You can always add multiple values individually this way. So I could do B2, comma, B3, comma, B4, comma, B5. And then I realize, oh, I'm just getting the entire girls' heights column. Well, I've already put a few commas. Now I'll go to my colon, B5 to B12. And this is another way you can do it. So you could pick up individual values. That's in particular going to be useful if, say, I wanted to be able to compare the medians of boys' heights and girls' heights. So I calculated them separately here. But also, maybe these students all came from the same class, and I also want to know the overall class median. So I could go to my median function, and then I could select my boys' heights, then put a comma, and select my girls' heights. And now I can close off with the parenthesis, and I'll get my overall median this way. So these are a few quick ways to make sure you know how to use the median function. Now just make sure you're using your equal sign in the cell you want first. Make sure you know whether you're going to use a colon or a comma inside of the function. But also make sure you're entering the cells that correspond to where your data is. Your data will not necessarily be where I stored mine. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit the like button and have an awesome day.